The short form gold rush is over. The days of just posting reels and watching your account blow up, those days are long gone. Today, if you want to use social media to grow your business, you have to create multiple kinds of content. And you have to design them in a way where they fit together, kind of like a web, where when somebody hits one of those pieces of content, you trap them, you grab their attention, and then you suck them deeper into the web. You get them to binge all of your content, and then you nurture them from a cold prospect into a hot buyer. That's what's called a content ecosystem. You might have been hearing that word more lately. I've been hearing a few more people talk about that, but you might be wondering, what is it? How do I actually build one for myself? It's more than just posting a lot of different kinds of content. There is a method to the madness. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 essential elements of a content ecosystem. The first element of your content ecosystem is talking head style content. Now, I know I just said that short form is over. Relying solely on short form is over, but it's still a central part of your content ecosystem. So we need to create content where we're talking into the camera and we're providing value, we're teaching, educating, inspiring, building connection, we're motivating, we're sharing our ideas. People need to spend more time seeing our face, hearing our voice, just spending time with us virtually. So that's still one of the cornerstones of your content ecosystem, is speaking to the camera and creating that talking head style content. Now, there are ways to mix it up and keep it interesting and engaging. So we do the Alex Hormozy style content with a lot of our clients. We also do podcast style. So literally, we'll just have our client look off to the side like this. We'll still ask them questions in our online filming sessions and pull the gold out of them, but now it looks like they're being interviewed. It's a small tweak, but it just helps keep things fresh and interesting in your feed. And I also think that there's a social proof element behind it. If it looks like you're being interviewed by somebody else, it means that you're important enough to be interviewed. We also do selfie style videos where the filming software that we use has a mobile app. So our clients will just open up our filming session on their phone and just go for a walk and just hold their phone up like this. And now it looks like, hey, I was out on a stroll and an idea popped into my head. I wanted to share it with you, my audience. A lot of people like creating content like that, but they feel weird filming themselves in public. But when you do our online filming sessions, it doesn't feel weird because you're literally just having a conversation. Nobody thinks, oh, there's somebody that thinks that they're an influencer. They think, oh, they're just having a video call while they're out for a walk, because that's literally what you're doing. You're just having a conversation. So it makes it just really low stress, low anxiety to create really cool personal content. There's other styles of content that we do with our clients, so I won't walk you through all of them. But the point is, the first backbone of your content ecosystem is talking head style content. Now, the second element of your content ecosystem is what I call Trojan horse style content. So as an example, I'll find a clip of Joe Rogan saying something that applies to my business and my audience, or maybe Elon Musk. I'll watch that clip for 15 seconds, and then I'll look at the camera, and then I'll add my 2 cents. I call this Trojan horse style content because you might not know who I am, but you know who Elon Musk is. And especially if I target Elon Musk followers, now I can run that as an ad, and Elon is the Trojan horse that introduces me to his audience. And then anybody who watches 100% of that video, I will retarget them in the future, and now they remember my face because Elon introduced me to them. I also like doing this same method with articles or news stories or social media posts or even comments, anything that's visually engaging and interesting. So I'll put a big headline behind the speaker and then they react to it. So same thing, you might not know who one of my clients is, but if there's a news story that everybody's talking about right now, you see this big headline pop up and you want to see this person react to it. So we're newsjacking. We're using something that's in the news right now, people are already thinking about and talking about, to introduce my clients and the speaker to the audience. And I'll show you in just a second how this style of content fits into the content ecosystem. But before we get there, the third element of your content ecosystem is repurposed content. So we will transcribe all of the videos we make with our clients, and we write those transcripts into scripts for carousels or microblogs where we have an image with a long piece of text in the description, almost like a mini article or a mini blog post. We write stories like these so that you always have fresh content in your stories, not just in the person's feed. We write quote images. We do tweets and tweet threads, tweet videos, animated quotes. The reason why we create all this content, it's not just to mix it up in your feed and keep it visually interesting, but one of the things that we do is we track all of the analytics for our clients. If you open up any post on Instagram, there's a button underneath that says View Insights. If you click on that, it'll give you a graph of how many non-followers consumed a piece of content versus how many followers consume that piece of content. We categorize all that information for our clients. So as an example, let's take this client and we're going to sort by non-followers, and most of the top posts were talking head style videos. And then if we sort by existing followers, most of the top posts were not talking head style content. It was the repurposed posts. So that's why we make both styles of content. I want to maximize the amount of content we create for all of our clients. And also I want to put each individual concept in front of people in as many formats as possible. So maybe somebody missed the first post. I still want to create multiple opportunities for them to consume that idea. Also, if somebody would rather listen as opposed to watch a video, if they'd rather read rather than to listen to audio, I want to put that in front of them in multiple formats, because the content itself is not the important part, it's the idea, it's the concept. So I want to squeeze as much juice out of every concept as possible. And then you put those two things together, and we use the reels to attract new followers, and then we use the repurposed posts to nurture our existing followers. So that's why the third element of your content ecosystem needs to be these repurposed posts. Now, the fourth element of your content ecosystem needs to be YouTube content. So if you watched my previous video, and if you haven't, go back and watch that, I'll link it down below, you'll know that we have to start using long form content. There are a lot of reasons why people don't. It takes a long time. It's hard to write scripts. You don't know what to talk about. Short form by itself is hard enough. Creating long form feels 10 times more daunting. But the fact of the matter is, the businesses that will be the most successful in 2025 are the ones that will be the most able to be binged, meaning they just literally have the most raw total amount of time of content that can be consumed. And if you have one YouTube video that's 15 minutes long, that's 15 times more valuable than 15 1-minute reels. In fact, it's more valuable than that, because 15 1-minute reels, you have to get somebody to opt in 15 times to consume that content. Whereas a 15-minute YouTube video, somebody only needs to say yes once, and then now they are on that ride with you for 15 minutes. So we have to be creating long form content. And you might have heard me say before as well, we are leaving the information age, we're going into the age of ideas. The most successful businesses will be the ones that convey big ideas to their audience. And the way that we convey big ideas are with big content. It's hard to convey a big idea in a short piece of content. If we have a long form YouTube video, that gives us more time to elaborate on those ideas, and more importantly, just to constantly reiterate and reinforce that idea in our audience. The average person needs to hear something 7 times before it actually sinks in. So when we have those big ideas, we have to hammer them home, we have to show social proof, we have to give examples, we have to really help our audience come to believe in our big ideas and believe that they can get the outcomes that we're offering them. So that's why long form YouTube content must be a central component of your content ecosystem, so people can spend more time with you virtually and you can drive your big ideas home. And then the fifth component of a content ecosystem is email. Email is so important because it's the one channel that we own entirely. It's never going to get shut down like TikTok. Zuck can't ban you or shut your account down. That is a relationship that you own. And then when you have long form videos that come out, when you have short form videos that come out, when you have any call to action, you can drive people from your list to those pieces of content. And it's also so much easier to put offers in front of people there. When people are on Instagram, they're in swipe mode, so it's a lot harder to get them to leave that platform and go take an action. Whereas if you want to invite somebody to a workshop, if you want to drive people to a sales page, if you have a new ebook that you're selling, if you have a lead magnet you want people to download, it's a lot easier to direct people from email to those places. So you have to do email. And for us, we've just found it so much easier to repurpose our long form YouTube transcripts, and we can do all the email for our clients rather than them have to create another piece of content in a new place. We can do all of that for them. So those are the 5 components of a content ecosystem. And I want to show you really quick what it looks like when you put all of those things together. So this is a visual representation of the content strategy that we do for our clients. So if we zoom in here, we focus on short form video content. The way we do that is we come up with content ideas for our clients. We get on a video filming session and we just ask questions and we pull the gold out of our clients. So they don't even need to prepare. They can if they want to, but most of my clients are busy. They want to just hop on a call, answer questions. We get them into flow, we get them talking, we pull that gold out of them. And then we take that recording, we chop it up, we turn it into all of their reels, but we also repurpose that into a story every single day, into tweets, carousels, quote images, microblogs, all of their content for them. And then we schedule it and post it for them too. So as soon as they hang up on that call, their work is done. They have high quality content automatically being posted for them every single day. Then we also do YouTube content. We film long form YouTube videos. And the important thing is, out of every YouTube video, we'll create trailers. So we'll either repurpose clips out of what we've already filmed, or we'll film add-on videos, just like 30 seconds that sell the value of the video itself. We post those as regular organic content, And then those posts drive people to the YouTube video. So we'll teach one thing in a video and we'll say, hey, if you got value out of this video, I actually filmed a full-length training that goes even further in depth to teach you more about how to get this big result. Just comment training down below, I'll send you over a link. And then we use ManyChat to send a link to that YouTube video. And now we're driving people from short form over to those long form videos. And then, like I said, we do our Trojan horse style content. And when you put it all together, this is what it looks like. We post content every single day, and a certain number of those posts will be trailers or Trojan horse style videos. Whichever ones perform the best, we will run those as ads. We can just boost them. And then those become our ads here. And those do two things. One, it gets more eyeballs back into the top of our content funnel. So we're moving people through our content funnel. We're grabbing attention with Trojan horse style content. We're heating them up with our talking head style. We're further heating them up with repurposed posts. Then we're driving them to long form where they're spending hours with us at a time. And then that brings me to the last point, which is using ManyChat automation. These ads are driving people to our long form content. So that is our entire content ecosystem. That's our content funnel. So that's it. That is how you build a content ecosystem for yourself. If that sounds daunting in any way, like I said before, this is exactly what we do for our clients day in and day out. I'll leave a link to my Instagram account down below. Shoot me over a DM and I'll tell you more about how we might be of use to you. Now that you know how to create a content ecosystem, the next logical question should be, what do I talk about? I know how to create it, but what is the message itself? Because so far, this is all just the components. It's the tactics. But what is the content itself? What is the message? What do I need to say in my content to motivate somebody to do business with me? I have another video that explains exactly that, and it talks about how to create content that motivates people to buy so that you can get clients without having to do sales calls. So if you want to learn how to do that, there's a link down below or click the video right here.